Okay, so let's learn about another block today. It's called turn your sprite toward certain degree clockwise. Okay, so let's go and define that this particular block falls under motion category, and also they fall under type called stack. Stack means you can stack one block on a top of another block, so you can attach any block on a top of this, and any block you can attach any block on the bottom of this block. So let's look at this circle for a moment. So every circle has 300 total of 360 degree total. Okay, and you have 10 incremental, so 10, 20, 30. Now you have 90 here, and then you have 180, and you have 270. Okay, and then you 10 incremental 360. Okay, so by default, when you add any sprite to your project or your stage, let's say you have this cat, and when you use a move block saying move 10 step, by default is going to move toward 90 degree. Okay, now let's say for example you have some problem and you need to solve it, and now you want this cat to move in a direction of, let's say for example, a degree of 70 degree. Okay, or you want to move your cat down like 110 degree. Okay, so how can you do that? Okay, so that's what we're going to look at it. So this particular block, it's a clockwise direction. So let's say for example, now let's take an example. So let's say you want to move this cat toward 110 degree. Okay, so we're going to change this value 15, and we're going to enter 100 and sorry, I take that back, is going to, so we have to count. So now it's facing 90 degree, so 90 plus 10, 110. Sorry, I take that back, 90 plus 20. Okay, so this is 90 plus 20 equal to 110, right? So you are adding 20, right? So you have to specify saying that turn your sprite clockwise direction, right, in this direction. So from here you're going to turn this direction 20 degree. Okay, so it's going to, now the cat will face on toward 110 degree as we calculated here. Okay, now if you now use a block called move 10 step, the cat will move into this direction, right, 110 toward 110 degree. Okay, so now let's take another example. Okay, now you want this cat to move from 90 degree, and now you want to move toward the 70 degree. Okay, so how can we do that? So what is the, okay, so now you want to move towards 70 degree, right? So 90 minus, right, minus 20, it's going to be 70, right? So you entered a negative value, right? So you can enter, instead of 15, you're going to enter negative 20. Okay, so it's going to say 90 minus 20, so 70, right? So it's going to face this cat toward 70 now. So now when you use a move block saying move 10 step, the cat is going to move toward 70 degree. Okay, so yes, you can enter positive and you can enter negative value. Okay, now right, so now you can, this is a very brief introduction to this particular block. we're going to look at more detail later on in a future tutorial. But let's jump into practical so you can see exactly what we just talked about. Okay, so thanks for watching, and see you in a practical. Welcome to the practical of turn block. So yeah, you create a project, and by default you will have a cat on your screen. So let's get into some work here. So let's first we're going to see, we're gonna take this turn clockwise degree block onto your script area, and yes, do not forget to select your cat. Okay, so I have only one sprite, so it's selected. So just select the sprite first, and then you drag this turn block clockwise. Okay, make sure it's clockwise, and let me zoom in so you can see. Okay. Excuse me. So now this one, okay, so as we saw in a previous section, that you can by default, when you use a move block, right, and if I double click this move block, the cat moves in toward the 90 degree. Okay, by default. Now let's say if you want to move this cat on toward let's say 110 degree, right, 110. So right now 90 plus 20 is 110, right? So we are going to say, okay, turn my cat or a sprite 20 degree from wherever it is pointing right now. So it's pointing to 90, is going to turn plus 20 to the to the clockwise direction. Okay, so you change this number to 20 and double click this block. Now as you can see, the cat moved. if you double click again, it will move another 20 degree from right now wherever it's pointing. Right now it's pointing to 110 degree plus 20, so 130 degrees. So if I double click now it's pointing to 130. If you double click one more time, is going to point to 150. So you keep adding 20 to the degree wherever is facing right now. Okay, now I'm going to just click this point in a direction 90 to reset this cat. Okay, so yeah, right, so you enter the positive value to point to excuse me. So right now is pointing to 90, and then you add 20, it's pointing to 110. Now what if you want to point this cat to 70 degree, which is less than 90? So you enter minus 20. So it's going to minus 90 minus 20 is 70. So if I double click this now, you see now it's pointing toward 20. So now if I click on move, it will move, cat will move toward 70 degree. Now you know, now this is a very easy way to see. Right now we cannot see which way this cat is pointing to, right? So you have if you look at the motion block category, in the bottom there are 3 check boxes. So if you check the direction block, as soon as you select this, you see on the top it says cat 1 in a direction is facing direction towards 70 degree. Okay, so it shows you the direction. Okay, now I'm going to reset this back to 90. As soon as I do that, you can see now the direction is 90. Okay, now if I say 30 and double click, is 90 plus 30 is 120. So now the cat is pointing toward 120 degree. If I move cat, it will move toward 120 degree. Okay, so right, so I hope you understood that you can enter positive value, you can enter negative value if you want to go, right. In our next video we will go into the counterclockwise, how to do that. Okay, so yeah, thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.